Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Girls Gotta Talk podcast. I want to sincerely. Okay, no, first, before I start this episode, I do want to apologize if you can hear the road in the background. I live on a pretty busy road, where the apartment is, and I have the window open because for some reason, the end of October, it is 80 degrees today. So it is a bit warm in here, but I don't know, in October, I didn't feel like it was necessary to turn on the air. I don't know how all that's supposed to play out, but I do have the window open. It is a bit busy outside. It is also Halloween weekend. Not that everyone's really partying like that, I think, around me, but it is a Saturday night and I do live above and around a lot of bars. So it does get really busy on the weekends. If you can hear it, I'm going to try to take it out as much as I can if I hear it editing this, but we're just going to put that out there. I do have the window open for some fresh air. It is quite needed right now, but also I was starting to say something before I said that. I don't really remember what it was. This might have been it, but oh no, I know what it was. I want to apologize for being absent last week. I recorded a whole episode, sat here for almost an hour, and as I was taking down, if you follow the podcast Instagram, I had posted this on the story right after I recorded the episode. I took down all the equipment that someone has some very squeaky brakes and it's distracting me. As I was taking down all the equipment that I use to record each episode, I realized I forgot to plug in one single cord. It is a little white cord that goes from Julian's laptop, because that's what I used to record this on. Julian's laptop into the Rodecaster. And if you don't know what the Rodecaster is, that is what I also have the mic hooked up to. And it I don't really know what it does, but for some reason, that makes the podcast have, that little cord makes the podcast have no sound. I had no audio. I sat here, had the episode, as if you're watching this on YouTube, it's like we were right now, up and good. But it literally had no audio. There was nothing I can do with it. So it was scrap. It was scrapped, garbage, deleted. There was nothing I can do. If you are watching this, it does look kind of dark as I'm watching it on Julian's computer. I don't know if it'll actually look like that, but it looks pretty dark. So I probably would advise listening to this one in some headphones on I don't know, wherever you stream your platforms. We'll get into that in a minute. But I don't know if I want to say this because I don't want to jinx it. Because I missed last week's episode, I was planning on re-recording it a couple days after, during this week, Tuesday, Wednesday, and having it up maybe Thursday or Friday just to still have an episode up for you guys. Today's Saturday, so I never ended up doing that. But I do plan on recording it still, re-recording it. It's been almost a week since I recorded it, so I really have no idea I don't remember what I said in it, so it'll basically be recording it for the first time almost. So I want to try to put out 2 episodes the week you're hearing this one. I was gonna put the other one out first because I had missed it, but because of the way this episode is topic wise, I still want to put this one up on Monday. So if you're listening to this on Monday, the 30th, first of all, happy Halloween. Halloween is literally tomorrow. That's crazy that we're at the end of October already. But happy Halloween. If you're hearing this on Tuesday, if you're hearing this when I put this up, it'll be Monday, October 30th. And as you could already see, probably by the way I'm going to title this, you'll see why I wanted to put this up first. So later this week, hopefully maybe Thursday, Friday area, I will have the other episode up for you guys. The one I'm going to re-record because that one is just, I don't know, I could have posted that anytime almost, where this one is kind of in my brain needs to be a more specific date. Like, it needs to be right now. If that makes sense. You probably understand. But I just wanted to put that out there. Do apologize for skipping a week. That is the first week. I don't know. I think it's the first week I've missed since this new podcast, but honestly, I could be wrong. I know I've missed a Monday before, but I uploaded it on Tuesday, I believe. Tuesday or Wednesday. I don't think I skipped the week, but this one I actually ended up skipping a whole week. It happened faster than I thought it would have with this new podcast, but it's okay. Things happen. We're kind of getting over it. We're still going to have the episode, hopefully, fingers crossed. I'm honestly probably recording it after I record this one, so I'll be sitting here for quite some time tonight. But yeah, let's get into this episode. Oh, also, if you're watching, with the spirit of this episode and this month, I'm having my first apple cider of the season. I haven't bought any apple cider yet, but I was at the store today and I saw this little one, like it's like a personal one, and I got really excited, so I bought it. So that is my drink for this episode in honor of fall and October. Okay, anyways, my intentions for this week. Let me tell you, when I say life, like I've just been kind of living life lately. Life is it's a weird thing. It has ups and downs, but lately life has been so good. I think it's also with the mindset of the new job I've been talking about in the last couple episodes. I've mentioned it before. I worked my first full week this week. Well, the week I'm recording this, the week you're hearing this, I'm on my second full week and it's been going so good. I'm really happy with it. I'm happy with the people I work with. I'm happy with like everything about it. It's honestly been changing my mindset a little bit, I think. I've been in a much better mood, much better place, like mentally. And it's just, I feel like the vibe with life, honestly, has been so good that I'm kind of just, I don't know, I'm just vibing with it. I'm just going with what it's bringing me. And so far, it's been a lot of good things. There's always a couple like hits here and there. That's honestly just life. But so far, so good is what I've been saying every time people ask me how it's been going or how it's been. And I love it. Like, I love it so much. It's definitely the change I needed. Well, the change I didn't know I needed, but I'm glad it happened. So that's a positive note to start this episode with. Streaming platforms, Spotify, Apple Podcast, Amazon Music, anywhere you stream your podcast. I almost just said anywhere you stream your platforms. That doesn't even make sense. Anywhere you stream your podcast, or we're here on YouTube, Girls Gotta Talk podcast. Everything is below in the description if you are watching this on YouTube. If you're listening and you want to hop over to YouTube, check that out. I don't know, give this a like, comment, say hi. If you're feeling it, you don't have to. But this episode, oh my God, this is also what's reminding me that we're at the end of October already. I'm going to be talking about, ow, I just hit my knee on the table. I'm going to be talking about my monthly favorites. Things that I've noticed have been kind of my go-tos this month. I love this so much. How did I not like it before type of situation? Or just, I feel like some things that come around this time every month that I look forward to, or that I love and obsess over every year. With that being said, the first thing is the weather, which kind of ironic because of the fact that today's weather is literally 80 degrees. It was supposed to be a high of like 77 or 78 today, but I wouldn't doubt it if it said it reached 80. I don't have my phone on me. I would literally look on my weather app to see what it says. It says it on the Alexa we have on the counter. I don't want to say it because I don't want her to go off, and I'm not going to trigger any of your devices if you guys are playing this out loud. It says it on there, but I'm too blind to read it from where I'm sitting, so I have no idea what it says. I don't know. I don't want to get up to get my phone. Honestly, it's probably 70-something degrees right now, and I don't know. I'm not going to lie. It was a really nice day. It was a beautiful morning. It was like 60s, like mid 60s this morning. It was beautiful. I like tried in a whole outfit. I put on jeans. Like what? I put on jeans this morning with honestly the tank top that I'm wearing right now if you're watching this. But I got home and wasn't feeling it anymore. So I put on sweatpants. So I am just hanging out in sweatpants and a tank top. Kind of warm, which is why I have the window open. But like, I don't know. Like, it's October. I don't want to be going around in shorts and a tank top. Like, I just feel like that's not necessary. That's not what I look for this time of year. But that's just what happened today. That's the weather. But normally it hasn't been like this. After tomorrow, because I think tomorrow's supposed to be pretty nice as well. Well, actually, that's a lie. I don't know if tomorrow's supposed to be nice. It's supposed to rain. I know that much. Tomorrow is supposed to rain. I don't know if it's supposed to rain all day. I just know there's rain in the forecast. I don't know what the temp is supposed to be, so it might be really nice, just rainy, but it also might be back to like the 50s, which is what I'm looking for. Yes, that might be cold, but like that's the vibe this type of year, and I like feeling that type of weather before it gets like 30, 20, 10 teens degrees, or even in like the negative with the wind chill. I know we've had that a couple years, but I don't know. Like I've been waiting for this weather. I've been waiting for the cool. I definitely have mentioned before that fall here really doesn't last too long. Like you get the little spurts and the next thing you know, it's like freezing and you're pulling out like puffy jackets and vests to get ready for the winter. I feel like I just said that like so aggressively. That's actually how I feel about it. But yeah, I wait for the cool and now we're sitting here with 80 degrees. Like it's summer or like spring or something. No, it is fall. According to the calendar, it is fall. According to Google, it is fall. According to the time of the year, it should be fall. But I don't know. I don't really want to talk about the weather anymore because it's kind of making me really upset. So we're going to move on to the next one as I open this apple cider really quick. Oh my God. I've missed apple cider. I think I've also said in previous podcasts that apple cider probably is a thing you can drink year round. I feel like it just kind of hits different in the fall, but I don't know. I'm not an expert, so don't quote me on it, but that's just my personal belief and opinion. The next thing has been the Summer I Turned Pretty trilogy. If you know, it is a series. I don't know what it's streamed on, to be honest. Netflix, Hulu. I have no idea. I have no idea what it's on. I think it's on Netflix. If I had to guess, I would assume Netflix, but like I said, I have no idea, so don't like quote me on that. I do want to watch. I don't know how many seasons there are. There has to be like 2 or 3. There's 3 books, but I don't know if it's like 1 book per like season, if that makes sense. So there are 3 books. I'm halfway through the second as of right now. I recently picked it up. I started the second book at the beginning of this month. I've looked I use this Goodreads app, which kind of like tracks how far you are through the book and when you start it and when you finish it and all that fun stuff. I looked in it the other night and I started this second book October 3rd. My baby's been having this like cough the last couple days and he's literally already in bed. It's 7 p.m. He's been asleep for like a half hour now because I think he's getting sick again. He had like a 99, 100 degree temp tonight. So I put him to bed really early. He also didn't nap, but he's been having this cough and like he like just coughs every now and again in his sleep and he just did it. So I was low-key just paused for a minute and was listening to him, make sure he's okay. My poor baby. But, as I was saying, I looked in my Goodreads app the other day. I started this book October 3rd. The day I'm recording this is October... What's today? The computer's telling me it's October 28th. Really? Oh, that makes sense. Halloween's on Tuesday. It's October 28th, and I just like got a little over halfway through this book. So it's definitely taking me longer than I anticipated, longer than I wanted to take to get through the book. But I don't always have the time to just pick it up and start reading it. So I have been doing that lately. When I realized I want to sit down and either like watch YouTube or put on like a movie or a show or something, I decided against that and decided to like pick up the book instead and like read it for a little bit. So it's been really good. Like I really love this series, and I don't know, like I want to finish the books because I don't want to watch the shows. I have this like one piece of hair in the back of my head. If you're watching, you see me like twirl it and trying to like stick it in my hair for like the past probably like 10 minutes, and I keep feeling it fall because it hits the back of my neck. I want to finish the books. I want to finish all 3 before I watch the movies. So like I'm going to kind of like compare the books to the movies. I know sometimes like one or the other is usually better. So I don't know. I'm trying to get through this book. I don't like to rush it, but like I feel like it's just been taking me like, it's almost been a month and I haven't finished it yet. I want to get through these. I have to go buy the next one when I finish this one so that I can start it, get through that one, and then I'll be probably binging that series once I find out whatever it's streamed on, because I don't even know where to look it up on. But that has been definitely a fan favorite of me lately, and I'm really happy I got back into reading. I'm really happy I picked it up, and I'm kind of hoping like I stick with it and I just finish it soon, but I guess we'll find out. The next thing I have is kind of weird to have in like a monthly favorites, but I've noticed, especially with a job change mid-month, like in the middle of this month, a little over the middle of this month, I've just noticed it a lot more. I've really been liking my time, like my own time / the days JJ's in daycare and I have the day off from work. I don't know. It makes me almost like more productive because I wake up not early, but like early. Like, I don't know how to explain it. Like, it's not like I have to wake up at this time every day, but I tend to get myself up at this time every day. I usually set my alarm for 7 a.m. Monday through Friday, honestly. And I usually sleep, like my alarm's going off and I'll snooze it for honestly like 30 to 45 minutes. I usually get myself up around like 7:30, and then I've been getting JJ up a little bit early because normally before I was getting him up, getting him dressed, getting him some milk, and we're out the door, like literally in like a 10-15 minute time span. And I feel like that's just not really waking him up. And if he grows up anything like me, you need the time to like get yourself awake. I just said I will snooze my alarm for 30 to 45 minutes. I'm not a type of person that can just turn off my alarm and be up. I have to linger, slowly like wake up every, I don't know, whatever the snooze is set for, to like, okay, you're going to be waking up soon, blah, blah, blah. I can't just wake up. Also, weirdly enough, I think it actually weirdly runs in my family. I don't know who I get it from, but I've definitely heard it before from a couple people. If I like am sleeping and I just get up, like if my alarm goes off, I shut it off and I just get up, I get the worst headache. And it lasts for hours. I have to literally just lay there and like, I don't know, basically have my body like sense that I'm getting up and like slowly get up. I can't just pop right out of bed. Like I get the worst headache. It's awful. I hate it. It happens every time. If I ever happen to do it, I've been running late for work before where I like oversleep, I literally shut off my alarm, get up, and I'm going. And then next thing you know, boom, headache. And it's the worst every time. It honestly makes me mad because I feel like I could be more of a morning person if that didn't happen to me, but it does every time. And I hate it. So I just end up not like just getting right up. Like I have to lay there in bed. So I've been getting myself a little situated, like going to the bathroom before I wake him up because he always wants to just be in the bathroom with me. And like, I like to, go to the bathroom alone sometimes. But I go to the bathroom, brush my teeth, like do all that morning stuff, and then I'll wake him up and I'll keep him in PJs. I'll put him on the couch, play some Mickey, get him some milk, figure out like his clothes if I haven't already. Normally I've been trying to do that the night before, so that way in the morning they're already picked out. When I get him up, I can just get him dressed type of situation. But I'll pick out his clothes if I haven't already, and then like slowly start to get him ready, which him sitting there and, you know, drinking milk, watching Mickey. Sometimes I'll put some like Cheerios in a little cup on the couch with him and he'll just snack on those. It kind of starts to wake him up. So then by the time we're going to like change his diaper and get in clothes, put some shoes on, head out the door, he's like in a good mood and he's like already kind of awake. He's active. He's, I don't know, good to go, which I've realized has been such a plus, and it's been a really good method lately. So I definitely want to like keep on that. But yeah, I don't know. The getting up at 7 a.m. I probably should have shut this window because now like all the motorcycles are going by and like I don't want to hear it. I've noticed the days where I'm getting up, getting him up. Like I said, it's 7 a.m. I try to get him to daycare between 8:30 and 9. Earlier, if like, I don't know, we're just chilling and I'm just ready to be like, okay, come on. So when I drop him off, it's so like I said, by then I've been up since 7:30, normally 7:30. And when we're leaving, I have been dropping him off and grabbing a coffee. I got some gift cards from people from my last job as like a goodbye, good luck type of gift. So, you know, I've been using those. So I usually drop him off, stop and get a coffee. Lately, I've been getting a coffee and a bagel because like a bagel's just sounded so good lately. And coming home, I'll like eat breakfast kind of peacefully. He's not like staring at me because he wants some, you know, like they just see you eating and they're like, I want that. So I come home, drink my coffee, eat a bagel, maybe watch some YouTube. And I don't know, it's just been very nice, very peaceful. And I don't know, it's just been good times, good vibes, low key. And I feel like I just get a lot done. I have time to sit and like run errands if I have to. I have time to plan some stuff. I've planned a lot of podcast episodes lately. I've actually been really happy with everything turning out the way it's been turning out, except for like last week's malfunction, but I guess that's besides the point. I don't know. It's just like, it's different. Like I like it because he's playing with other kids, which he hasn't really gotten into lately or like at all, except for when he started daycare. He's been playing with other kids. They do a lot of crafts. They send pictures through the app every day. So like, I love seeing what they're up to. He does a lot of crafts. He plays outside. Like, I don't know. He's just having a fun time. And then I'm here like doing work, getting things done. So like, we're both having the time of our life low key. So it's really nice. And then you pick him up. I pick him up later in the day, usually between like 5:30. And we come home, have dinner, chill. Like I don't know, it's just like a more routine night. And I like to have a lot of structure in my day. I like to know what's going on when type of situation. Like I don't need it like mapped out like per minute, per hour. I just like to know like, okay, I'm going to drop him off, do this, come home, eat breakfast, like get some things done. By this time, pick up JJ. Like, I don't know, like the little things. And then I feel like it gives him more structure because he's used to going there, eating breakfast. They probably have a routine during the day with daycare. And then coming home, eating dinner. Like maybe it's a night he takes a bath or he's going to play a little bit, go to bed and do it all over again the next day. I don't know. I just like that for him. I like that he's getting a start already, even though he's like 1. Well, he's 1.5, but he's already like, I don't know. It's set up for him almost. I don't know. Personally, it's just been a great time, great days. I have been having the weekends off lately because the place I work at now has Sundays off, and I've been having Saturdays off as well. So, of course, my days are with JJ because the daycare isn't open on the weekends. So that's been a little different. Like today, I'm still getting podcast stuff done, but typically I would try to do that during the week that I had a day off. That way, like if he wakes up from a nap or like his sleep right now, like it will get interrupted, which if it happens, it happens. But I don't know. I just feel like during the week, I feel I have a lot more time and I don't know. I don't want to say freedom, but it's basically freedom to try to get a lot of that stuff done. But I don't know. Anyways, the next thing I have is something very new and something I actually, my God, this motorcycle. I hate when they sit there and just like rev their bikes almost. Like they just do it because they're on a motorcycle. It drives me crazy. I personally am not a fan of motorcycles. So like every time one goes by, I get like scared. Anyways, that's besides the point of this episode. Recently, Julian had gotten a new phone. He kind of, low-key kind of broke his old one. It was still usable, but it was like slowly dying out. He got a new phone, and with the phone, there was a promotion. I don't really remember what the promotion was, low-key. Something along the lines of you get this new phone, you get an iPad add it to your bill for X amount of money. And we had done that before when we got the phone I have. I have an iPhone 12 Pro. And there was something where you do this, you get the iPad for X amount of money, whatever. Julian had did it the last time, so he had an iPad that I didn't think I wanted an iPad. I didn't think I'd ever really use an iPad like that, but I've been using Julian's a lot, mostly for watching YouTube. Like when I'm sitting at the table, like eating dinner, I'll like pop it on. Or when I'm like doing stuff around the house, if I'm in like cleaning the kitchen or like cleaning the bathroom or like getting ready, I'll like put the iPad on the sink and just have like a video playing. It's just really mobile where like I don't have to use my phone and waste my phone battery. I'll just keep my phone either charging or like not even with me and just use the iPad. And this promotion like came up again and Julian was like, do you want an iPad? Like, do you want it? And I was like, you know what? Like, sure. Why not? So I recently got a new iPad and I love it. Like I said, I'm like a little kid and just have the iPad for mostly like watching videos, but I don't know. I've been really enjoying it. I've been loving it lately. Julian just recently put a screen protector and a case on it, so it's like JJ proof, but before it was just bare and like naked, and I wouldn't allow JJ to touch it or even go near it because I knew he'd find a way to break it, and it was literally brand new. So I was so nervous, and I was like, nope, it's not even going to be like in any type of sight of you because you're going to see something new and you like to play with everything you can get your hands on. So hopefully it is now JJ proof. Crossing my fingers that he doesn't still somehow like crack a screen or something. But I didn't know I would love it so much. I didn't know like I needed or wanted it so bad, but it has been really fun. I downloaded like YouTube. I downloaded Canva, which is what I make a lot of thumbnails on for the podcast and my personal videos. I just love Canva so much. So I use that. There's probably a few other things. I haven't downloaded much on it yet, but I started putting some stuff on there that I would use, and I don't know, I've just been having a good time. I love it. Something I didn't know I needed, but this month has been like, I've been kind of obsessing over it. I kind of already talked about this, so I'm just going to breeze through it really quick. I kind of talked about it in the times, like my day off thing with JJ, is the just transition in life. With the new job, it's much closer to home, which makes everything so much easier. I feel so much better because one of the main things I was worried about living so far from my job, it took me 40 minutes to get there, 40 minutes to get home. So, and now that JJ was in daycare, I was just nervous that like, God forbid something happened. I was so far to get home to either get him or see him or make sure everything was okay type of situation. So that just always like sat rent free in my mind. So the new transition with it has been so nice because closer to home, I don't have like specific days off right now, but I know I always have Sunday off, which is kind of nice because I can plan a lot on Sundays with like family, friends, like that type of stuff. So having like one specific day off has still been nice. I think I'll be getting like a, not like typical usual schedule, but something along the same lines every week, which is still pretty nice. Like my schedule before was, I don't know, I probably could guess what it would be, but like you could turn around and it could be something completely different. Like days off were all over the place, hours were all over the place. It never really stayed the same like it used to. So it made it harder to know what I was going to work and when to like plan stuff. And then if not, I had to take days off. And it was just, I don't know, it was kind of crazy, but now I can plan better, maneuver through life better, know that I'm closer to home, to JJ, like all that stuff. So it really does give me a peace of mind. So we're loving that right now. The next thing I definitely have talked about, I'm going to assume I talked about it in a podcast episode. I know I've talked about it in a personal like YouTube video, is this coffee order I've been getting from Starbucks. I'm usually a Dunkin' girl, but I've been occasionally going to Starbucks to get this one coffee because I tried it, actually became in love with it. I watched this girl on YouTube. Her name is Hannah Elise, and she had talked about this coffee, and I was like, that actually sounds pretty good. But I know I've tried different coffees from Starbucks before, and I never usually liked them. So I was really happy that I liked this one, but I was also very surprised that I liked this one. This apple cider is literally like kind of life-changing. But so the order is an iced brown sugar oat milk shaken espresso. That is the longest name, first of all, and I feel like I always like either mess it up. I just had to like read it off my paper because I want to make sure I got it right. I think in the YouTube video that I had posted, by now it's been up for like a week or two. I literally had to look it up on the app because I kept feeling that I was saying it wrong, and I looked dumb because I didn't even know what I was drinking. But I also order on the app, so I never say anything. I just order it and then go pick it up and just say I'm picking up a mobile order for Alyssa. So it's an iced brown sugar oat milk shaken espresso with 2 pumps of cinnamon dolce syrup. Like, if that's not the longest order to like say. But also, if you know me, that is also very surprising because I don't like cinnamon. I'm usually not a cinnamon person. If it's kind of hidden in there, okay, like I probably, if you don't tell me, I might not know. Normally I do taste cinnamon in some things because I think of the fact that I don't like it. So of course it jumps out at me. In this drink, I do taste a hint of cinnamon, but I feel like I taste more of like a brown sugar taste over the cinnamon, which is like, I'm happy with it. It's fine with me. I also have never tried oat milk in general, never mind in a coffee. So I didn't know how that would be, but surprisingly, like, I don't know. I wasn't like oh my God, this is gross. But like, I don't know what oat milk tastes like. So I don't know. It's just in the coffee. It's really good. Actually lately, I think the Starbucks that I go to, it kept saying like it's out of that drink. But I think it's just because they're out of oat milk, because you can go under the like regular iced shaken espresso and make a brown sugar one with the cinnamon dolce syrup. You just can't add oat milk. So I would assume that's why the other one's out, because of oat milk. And normally in my coffees, I do put almond milk. So I probably could make one and just do almond milk instead. But I don't know. I've just been really liking that coffee. So I didn't want to like risk it and make one with almond milk and not like it. But I've been loving that lately. I still go to Dunkin', as I've been saying. I've been going a lot, almost every morning, to get a coffee. And lately I've been doing the iced chai latte with caramel and the cold foam. Like I said, in a chai, there's still cinnamon. So I do add caramel to like overpower the cinnamon taste. So it's been making me like chai lattes, adding like another flavor to it. But yeah, I don't know. Lately I've kind of been a Dunkin', or I've been a Starbucks girly and getting that, and it's been really amazing. And I don't know, it just gives me fall vibes. It's very like a fall coffee, I feel. So that's just been fitting the October vibe. And I don't know, personally, it's amazing if you ask me. But the next thing, and actually the last thing that I have is, so I'm just going to say this first. When I planned this episode, I thought like doing monthly favorites would be like a fall vibey favorite, but it's literally just what I've been liking during this month specifically. I kind of was gonna, because like I said, I talked about the weather first, and I thought it was gonna be like a very fall aesthetic moment for favorites, but it's kind of just been like what I've been using, doing, going to during this month. And we just happen to be in the month of October when I decided to do this. But so the next thing I have, because this is probably going to sound really random, is I don't know if a lot of you have heard it. I know a lot of YouTubers have talked about it. I think I've talked about it before. It's an app called Notion. It's like, if you search it, it's going to have like a white box with like a black N in it. It's called Notion. I used to use it a lot. I stopped using it for a while. Haven't even thought about it. And then I recently made like a new account with like a new email, set it up for me, because me and Julian used to share one, but like, I don't know, we haven't done anything with that in a while because we don't really share our platforms anymore. I've been obsessed with planning all of my stuff on there. I don't know what it is. I'm still like a notebook person. I still have to like physically write everything down. I like having a notebook. I like planning stuff like physically where I can see it, flip to the page, all that type of stuff. But I have been liking like sitting on the couch at night, maybe if I don't want to pull out a notebook, or if I just want to quickly like jot down an idea. I can, usually my phone's like with me anyways, so I could just pull out my phone, go to the Notion app, go into whatever I need to go into to either plan, write something down, and boom, it's probably going to leave my mind, because if you know, you know, I have really bad memory. I have short-term memory, I swear to God, and I'll probably forget. But later when I go into my app to either look at something or see what I have, I'll be like, oh my God, like I'm so glad I wrote that down. I've been planning personal content, like my personal YouTube channel, as well as the podcast stuff, which is where I planned a whole bunch of podcast episodes. The other night, I literally sat, well, I don't think it was the night, it was during the day. I sat and like planned out like 4 different podcast episodes. Since when am I like that on top of things? Usually I'm not, but I had a blast. I had such a good time. I loved doing that. I loved sitting there and doing that. Oh my God, it was such a good time. I also added like a calendar section in the Notion app, which like, I don't know, you could easily like exit the app, go find your calendar, but like I have to flip through like 2 or 3 pages of apps on my phone to get to the front, like the first page where like my calendar app is, and then like 2, 3, 4 pages over where like the Notion app is. Like that's just too much work. I could literally just go to like one little button, pop up the calendar, hit the little button again, pop up whatever I was just on to plan. Like I'm still in one app, and like I can still maneuver through one app and not have to like flip through pages and find this and put this here and go back. Yeah, that's too much for me, honestly. I'm like a one-stop shop. That doesn't really make sense. I'm a one like specific thing type of person. I like that if I'm in the Notion app, I can do everything in the Notion app, and I don't have to leave it until I'm done planning or I'm done with it for the day. So I don't know. I've been re-obsessed with that. Re-obsessed with using it. Re-obsessed with trying to set it up, make it look aesthetic and really nice. You can set like little pictures on like the banners of everything you go into. Anything you use, you can set like a banner. Like if you, like I have a brainstorm section for like the podcast where I'll list. So like in the brainstorm thing, there's a banner for brainstorm, like based around brainstorming, just to have like this banner up there and look pretty. And then in each section of each, like whatever my brainstorm idea was, in each thing that you click on, usually has a picture up there relating to the topic of whatever it is. I don't know. It's really nice. I love it. I love decorating it. I love using it. I like making it my little like space to use, if that makes sense. So that's been a current real obsession lately. I'm probably honestly going to go back in it tonight because I do want to plan more and stay on top of planning, because that's been my goal all along with this podcast, is to make sure I know what I'm doing every week. Honestly, every month. That's my plan, is to have a whole month planned out. So with the fact that we are at the end of October, I do need to make sure that November is going to be full of good episodes, knowing when to record, when to like upload. Uploads are the same every week, but yeah, I don't know, all that fun stuff. So I do have to go back in there, plan this upcoming month, because it is approaching very quickly. But Yeah. With that being said, though, that is all I have for my monthly favorites this month. Everything I've loved, my go-tos, my new obsessions for the month of October. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. Hopefully there is another episode coming the end of this week. I do want to put 2 up for you guys because of the fact that I did miss last week. I know that's like not really what I have to do, but I really want to. I really want to stay on top of this. I love recording these podcasts. I love doing them. If you guys have any ideas for topics or anything you want to hear about, I'm an open book. I am all ears. Leave them in the comments. I don't know, DM me, DM the podcast episode, or DM the podcast Instagram. The way the roadcast looks, I feel like you guys can hear the road. And I'm so sorry that motorcycle wanted to rudely interrupt my outro on this episode. But I love you guys so much. Thank you guys so much for listening. And I'll see you, well, weirdly, I'll see you at the end of this week. But I'll also see you next week back with a brand new episode. Bye.